feel like people would be mad about what I just said. I'm not totally sure why. There are a lot of different types of anti-war movies, and I think Alex Garland's Warfare does it differently than I've seen, and I thought it was great. I thought it was super great, actually. Just to get straight into it, the sound design of Alex's war movies, so Civil War and now Warfare, it's the best I've ever heard of any war movie, period, full stop. I think the movie that comes the closest is probably going to be Saving Private Ryan, especially on the beach of Normandy at the very beginning. But even then, it's so old, it just doesn't quite, like, I don't think they have the technology that they do now. Dude, the bullets, the whizzing, the explosions, it just is like so immersive. If you don't watch this or haven't seen this, anything stereo and below is a huge disservice to the movie. Like, you didn't actually, that's the one big thing with this movie is, like, if you're not listening to it at least, I mean, like, I would say like a 5.1 system, like audio system at bare minimum, then you actually didn't see the movie. And like, if you watch it on your phone, your laptop, your stereo TV, your mono TV, whatever, then like, I hate to break it to you, but you actually didn't watch it, because it's a character. It's a part of the movie. It just is. It's amazing. Now, along those lines, what I didn't know, what I found out after the fact, was like, it's all real time. In the movie, there's a few points where they're waiting for these tanks to show up to come and help them, and they'll say that the tanks are like 5 minutes out, 2 minutes out, 1 minute, whatever, and it's actually like real time. It actually is 2 minutes as you're watching. It actually is 5 minutes as you're watching. And the commitment to realism, having watched like how it was made after watching it, was awesome. It was mind-blowing. And I think that, like, I've read some reviews about people getting frustrated about like how it makes the soldiers look and how it makes our guys look, and all. There's a handful of like critiques, but when it comes down to it, it's like it's their story. This one that they told, like, when they went in and when they were making the movie, they asked them to like recount and like to retell what happened that day. And so whether or not you like what you see, that's not the, I mean, like, if you don't like what you saw, that's what happened. That's how it played out. And I think that that's what's interesting. So to just kind of feels like a bad critique, because it's like, that's just what happened. You know what I mean? That's like how it played through. All these guys were there. They got all of their memories. They compiled them. They got it to be as accurate as possible, down to the way the street was laid out. I mean, like, that's what happened. And I think that that's one of the things that's so interesting about this movie, is that, like, you can come out of it thinking like, wow, the SEALs totally dropped the ball. They sucked. They felt like they were scared, yada, yada, this and that. Or you can walk away from being like, for me, being like, what was the point? Why? That's the anti-war, especially where it's like, why did that exchange even happen? You know, it's an hour and a half real time of like, why? You like, what was the point of that? Anybody who's arguing the point of like, or like arguing the fact that it's like that it was dumb or that it didn't work or whatever, I think you're missing the point. It's like you know, it's like watching a video. It's as close to like someone being there with a camera and then turning it in and being like, watch this, what do you think? And if you walk away from it with anything other than like, what the heck, like, why, then I think you're missing the point. It's a as accurate as possible portrayal of what happened on this specific day, and the sound design brings it to life, and the way that it was filmed brings it to life. But what you're seeing is what happened. I think that Alex Garland's war movies, they're just so punchy, dude. They just hit so hard. Civil War definitely had more of like a political message that you can take and do with whatever you want to do with it. But I don't think that Warfare was political. I mean, like, not really, because it's just, I mean, how many times do I have to say it? Because it's just what happened. It's not political to be like, this is what happened. What do you think of it? What do you think? Then whatever you then say is the political part. But if what I think was done right, as long as it was done right and as long as it was done honestly, which from everything I've seen, it was done just about as honestly and sincerely as you can, getting the guys' accounts that were there and just put it out there, then it's just for you to do with whatever you want to do. I totally recommend watching it. And like I said, gotta say it again, if you're gonna watch it, it needs to be with some type of surround system. I think that headphones work, but I mean, like, you can't just watch it on like your phone. Oh man, I got this guy, just to go off on a tangent, I've got this friend, he's in the military, and I was like, yo, have you seen Warfare? And he was like, yeah, I've seen it. I was like, what'd you think? And he was like, I thought it was good, yada yada. And then I brought up the fact, I was like, hey dude, like, how'd you, because the sound is so important. I was like, where'd you watch it? He's like, the military was flying me out, and I watched it on a plane. And I was like, bro, you watched it on a plane? He's like, yeah, I watched it with like the shitty like airplane headphones. And I was like, you didn't watch it, but we were laughing about it anyways. That's an aside. My whole point is saying, if you watched it on an airplane, like my friend, you actually didn't see it, unfortunately, and you should watch it again. Thank you so much for watching this short review. Subscribe if you aren't already. I feel like people would be mad about what I just said. I'm not totally sure why, but let me know down in the comments why you are mad at me. Yeah, letterboxd.com. My name is Austin Kohler over on Letterboxd, so you can follow me there. And patreon.com/Austin Kohler for special perks. Thank you so much for watching my video. See ya.